Welcome to this daily guided meditation practice. This is the Attentive Mind. My name is Nathan, and I'll be guiding you through this meditation practice today. Find yourself a seated position. Any position works. The preferable position is to sit upright on the ground, of course. But if that doesn't work for you, you can always sit in a chair. You can even be lying down. You really just want to find a position where you can keep an upright back, if possible, and one where you're not wanting to shift around during the meditation. Just find what works for you. This is also an open eye meditation practice. However, if you have learned to practice with your eyes closed, feel free to do so. There are no hindrances here. Although I'd urge you to practice with your eyes open, because there are a lot of benefits to it. And if your eyes are open, go ahead and just drop them away from the screen. We look at them far too much anyway, and kind of glance lightly at the ground below you. We're not staring or analyzing anything, but we're also not blurry and buzzy. We just have a nice light, clear gaze directed downward. You have found yourself a nice, comfortable position, and your eyes are open, glancing down. Let's begin today by taking 3 deep breaths, 3 conscious breaths, in through the nose and out through the mouth. And let's make sure that our out breath is about twice the length of our in breath. You ready? In through the nose, out the mouth. In, out. In, and out. Just settle here. Becoming aware of this moment, just as it is. Allow your body to relax. Allow it to relax all by itself. No effort here is needed. Allow gravity to work on your body. Notice how it pulls it towards the earth. Let go of any resistance you have towards this. and allow your body and your mind to just sink clearly into this present moment. Let's leave alone that to-do list as well. All the things we need to accomplish, the problems we need to solve, the tasks we need to get done. Just for this moment, leave it alone. You can pick it up later. And also release the grasp you have of the past, all your accomplishments, all your mistakes, all the things you should have done but didn't do. Leave it. Rest your mind gently here and now. There's nowhere to go. There's nothing to do. And no one to become. Allow this moment to be just as it is. Allow everything to come. And I'm probably catching you thinking right now. Maybe you were planning or worrying, regretting or remembering. But meditation is not about getting rid of thinking. It's not about clearing the mind. It's not about shutting thinking off. You can't stop thinking. Meditation is really a matter of attention. We simply pay too close attention to our thoughts. Notice where your attention is now. And if you're normal, it's probably situated somewhere in your forehead. in the thought factory. See if you can just move this down towards your lower belly. Move your attention down below the belly button, in the lower belly region. Notice the sensations here. Notice how when the breath goes in, this area below the belly button expands. And as it goes out, this area relaxes naturally, all by itself. Rest your attention here and let thinking come and go as much as it wants to. Simply remain with the breath in the lower belly. And I'm probably catching you thinking again. Allow the thoughts to come. Just return to the breath in the lower belly. And do this as effortlessly and gently as you can. Come back. Come back to breathing. And I'm probably catching you thinking again. This is okay. But instead of returning to the breath here, see if you can find the one that gets lost in thought and then returns to the breath. What are your thoughts talking to? What is being bamboozled by them? In the same way you found the breath, find the looker. Find the meditator. Just simply use your attention and find what uses attention. Look carefully. What sits here? What hears this voice? Turn your attention back. Find the me. Find the I in the same way you found the breath. Look carefully. right, you can look at the screen. What is this? You may say this is a bell. It's metal. It's round. It's hard. Makes a nice sound. But no, it's not. Bell is an idea. Bell is a concept that we place on this. Even this, the idea, this is a concept. We say, that's the sound of the bell. But it's not. The sound of a bell is an idea, it's a concept, it's words, it's a line. Words are in lines. But the sound of the bell, the sound of the bell, the sound of the bell is not. That's it. We say floor, screen, phone, computer, trees, sky, work, play, worry, not worried. Idea, 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 idea. Now we've named the world. We've put concepts to it in order to communicate. In fact, all of civilization depends on it. So it's not a bad thing. But this naming of the world, the thing humans do unlike what animals do, has a double-edged sword. It's really good for making our lives better, but it creates this veil, this prison of thoughts, and we can't see through it. We walk around naming, talking, worrying, my story, your story, I like, I don't like, I like this, you're this, you're that. Republicans are this, Democrats are this. Thinking, 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 thinking. We think that that's the world we're in, is the one that we think about. This is a thought prison. And meditation is simple. It's waking up from the prison. And what's amazing about this thought prison is that we're sitting in this cage, we're sitting in this prison, and the doors are completely open. And we choose to suffer. We choose to worry and be frustrated and can't get out of this situation and all my problems and all my giant to-do list that I can never get done with. And the doors are open. And what is the door? This moment. Just as it is. And not even this moment. That's another idea. But here. When we let our minds rest here, we recognize that we're already completely free. We've been creating all our problems by thinking about it. And every thought that goes through our head, we feel, this is really important to think about right now. But living a life of introspection, a life that is attentive to what is going on behind the scenes in our mind, we recognize that this chatter is constantly negative. And when we attach to this negative chatter, this conversation we're having in our head, we suffer. We're born and then we die. And so at the end of the meditation, usually I'll ask, what is looking? What are you? This isn't a question to be answered by more thinking. It's not a question to be answered in the usual way. When we sit and ask, what am I? It is not an answerable question. It is a question meant to dissolve the questioner, the one who meditates, the one who looks at my video. Who are you? We turn the attention back. What am I? What am I? Thinking. Turn it back. What am I? And we learn that we are already completely free here and now. And even saying those words, already completely free here and now, are just concepts. So just look. You are not a concept. You are not a concept.